One of the most disappointing things to experience as a guy is where you're feeling attracted to a woman, you're feeling the spark, but she's not feeling it. And no matter what you try to do, nothing seems to change. You really want her, but she's just not feeling it. And many guys out there don't realize that it can change like that. A woman can go from not feeling a spark with you to feeling a spark with you instantly or very quickly. If you just understand what I'm about to explain for you in this video. So when a woman says to a guy that she doesn't feel a spark, here are some of the reasons why. Number one, you're being friendly without flirting. So there's nothing wrong with being friendly when you're talking to a woman, but if you want her to feel a spark, one of the most important things that you need to include is flirting. And many guys don't even know what flirting is. And for other guys, they make the assumption that flirting is just some sort of thing that women talk about or something, or maybe it's a mind game, maybe it's some sort of silly behavior. But flirting is something that guys who are naturally good with women do all across the world. And it instantly creates a private sexual understanding between themselves and a woman. So it's not some sort of silly mind game or something that maybe women talk about. Instead, it's a discreet communication that allows you and a woman to show each other that you find each other sexually attractive and that you want to have sex without actually having to talk about it. And when you use flirting, you then don't have to waste time talking to a woman and being really friendly, really nice, getting along with her for hours, weeks, or months, hoping that she'll eventually feel a spark. When you add in flirting in an attractive way, she instantly feels a spark for you. And I say in an attractive way because if a guy is insecure and self-doubting and then he throws something out to flirt with a woman, she's not going to feel a spark from that because she's not attracted to insecurity and self-doubt and a guy who is being nervous. But if a guy is being confident and self-assured around her, and then he throws in some flirting, she's going to feel attracted to his confidence and self-assuredness, and therefore she's going to welcome the flirting. She's going to enjoy the fact that there is that private, discreet communication going on back and forth between them that is essentially saying, hey, we find each other sexually attractive and we both want to have sex with each other, and it's on, right? That's what flirting is about. That's what it's for. So whether a guy is single and he's meeting a woman for the first time, or he's dating a woman, or he's in a long-term relationship or marriage, if the woman says that she doesn't feel a spark, one of the most important things he needs to do is to start flirting with her in an attractive way. So for example, a common thing that a woman will say to a guy when he's interacting with her is something like, I like your shirt. What are you going to say at that point? What most guys say is, thanks. And that's about it. Or they say, oh yeah, thanks, I got it at whatever the brand is. Or thanks, yeah, I really like the fabric, and they start talking about it like that. And it's not flirting. It's just polite conversation. Flirting is where you behave as though you're sexually attracted to a woman, but you just do it in a playful way. And it's also about you playfully assuming that she finds you sexually attractive as well. And it's also about you picking up on that she finds you sexually attractive and keeping it discreet and subtle, or making it playful. Now that may sound complicated and difficult to understand, but it's simple once you understand how it works. So for example, if you're talking to a woman and she says something like, oh, I like your shirt, you can say something like, yeah, so what else do you like about me? And now you're playfully suggesting that she likes a number of things about you, and that she likes you, she wants you, she feels attracted to you, to the point where you're willing to flirt in that way, to flirt with the idea that you and her are attracted to each other, that she's into you. Another example that is a bit more bold, but it's easy to do once you get used to it, is, for example, she says, oh, I like your shirt. And you say something like, yeah, and I like you in that dress. Looks amazing, come here. And you spin her around like that. And you get her to spin around when she's in her dress that she will have gone to some trouble to choose, right? She will have done herself up. For example, she's put on her makeup, she's done her hair, she's got some high heels on, and she wants to seem sexy and attractive. And she's given you a compliment in that moment to flirt with you and show some interest. And you've then flirted back with her about how she looks. And you're also being a bit bold by getting her to spin around like that. Another example to her saying, oh, I like your shirt, is to say something like, flattery will get you nowhere, okay? I'm not that easy. And essentially, you're playfully accusing her of hitting on you. She's flirting with you. She's saying that she finds you sexually attractive. That's how you're interpreting it. You're playfully interpreting what she's saying as meaning that she's sexually flirting with you, which in many cases she is. But if she isn't, she's going to find it funny and she's going to feel attracted to your confidence and social intelligence for being able to say something like that in the moment. And the conversation now doesn't have to just be this friendly, polite, neutral type of conversation of, oh, I like your shirt. Oh, thanks. I got it at such and such. Or, yeah, I like your dress. It's really nice. Yeah, so what do you do? Right, yeah. And how long you been doing that? That sort of conversation rarely has any spark to it. And another example to her saying, I like your shirt, is to say something like, are you flirting with me now, are you? Or, okay, so now you're flirting with me. Cute. And so hopefully you get the picture now with that sort of compliment from a woman, rather than just saying thanks, right? Or, oh yeah, I got it at this place. Or, oh yeah, I really like it too. Yeah, it's a good shirt. Right? Yeah, let's just get along. Or just be friends. Right? Rather than just doing that, you flirt with her, you create a private understanding between you and her, that you and her are finding each other sexually attractive and that there's something else there, right? It's not just about being friends. And it's important to point out that these examples that I gave you were said with confidence. For example, if I said it with insecurity and nervousness and self-doubt, it wouldn't work, right? So she says, I like your shirt. If I were to say something like, oh, are you flirting with me now? Or that's not going to make her feel attracted because it's not done in an attractive way. Right? There is nervousness, self-doubt, hesitation, and so on. And those traits don't trigger attraction inside of women. So the flirting won't be welcomed. Right? The guy can try to flirt all he wants, but if he's not doing it in an attractive way, then it's not going to work. Before I continue on here, if you don't know who I am, my name's Dan Bacon, and I used to have no idea how to attract women, and then I figured it out. And I was with a lot of women over the course of 10 years. Sometimes I had a girlfriend, sometimes I had multiple girlfriends, but for the most part, I was seeing many women at the same time. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed having my choice of women. And eventually, when I was ready, I met my perfect girl. When I was 35, she was 20. We settled down and we've been together ever since. And I have a dedicated lesson on flirting, which includes 43 examples of what to say, and that's at Master Attraction. So if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description. The next reason why a woman will say that she doesn't feel a spark is that she senses that you're hoping to win her over. And so a woman wants a guy who she feels the need to win over. She wants to feel lucky getting with you. So if it's only you who's feeling lucky that you have a chance with her and you're hopefully going to get with her, then she essentially feels like she's doing you a favor. Trying to win a woman over is hard work, and it usually results in rejection. Yet, making her feel like she'd be lucky to get with you is easy and usually results in the woman trying hard to make something happen between you and her. And the thing is, this applies when you first meet a woman, when you're dating her, and then in a relationship, right? So, when you first meet a woman wants to feel like she would be lucky to get with you. And when you're able to make her feel like that, she tries harder to get with you. So it's easier for you. You feel better, she feels better, and it's easier. And then when you're in a long-term relationship, it's not a case of you're going to have to try hard in order to get a chance with me because she's already gotten a chance with you, right? She's in a relationship with you, but she still wants to feel like she still needs to win you over, to win more of your love, to get more of your attention, to be more attractive to you. And it motivates your woman to make herself look pretty, to be better to you, to treat you better, to be a better woman. And that feels better for her and feels better for you, and life is so much easier. But if, for example, in a relationship, you're trying to win her over, you're trying to win her desire and love through effort and through gifts, for example, then that is hard work. And it doesn't feel that good for the woman, right? It seems like it would feel good that the guy's putting in all this effort and he's buying her things all the time. But she doesn't really respect him because she senses that he is trying to win her over when what she wants is to be in a position where she is feeling lucky to be with him and she wants to be a good woman to him. She wants to treat him well. And she wants to win more of his love. There is still more of his love to win over, to experience, to discover, rather than a guy essentially throwing himself at a woman and opening up and just like telling her how much he loves her all the time, how much he needs her, and being the one who's trying to win more of her love. Right? It doesn't actually feel better for the woman. And it doesn't actually feel good for the man either, because he's always trying so hard and giving so much and he doesn't get what he wants, right? So the same principle applies when you first meet a woman. If she's not feeling a spark, it often happens because she senses that you're trying to win her over, when what she wants is to feel like she wants to win you over, right? And it's not something where you have to treat a woman badly or say that, she needs to win you over, or, hey, you'd be lucky to get with me. It's not about being rude, disrespectful, mean, insulting, or whatever. It's not about that. Instead, just think about how subtle it is when a woman does it to you. She doesn't have to say to you, hey, you need to win me over. You're so lucky to be going on a date with me. Instead, you just get that sense. Right? And you can be the one who gives the woman that sense rather than waiting for her to give you that sense and then responding and reacting to it and thinking, oh, I need to win this woman over. You can actually flip it. And she wants you to flip it, where you're in that power position. It feels better for you, it feels better for her, and it makes your life so much easier. Another reason why a woman will say that she doesn't feel a spark is that you're too nice or too safe. So too nice to the point where it's not interesting or exciting. And then with too safe, it's too safe to the point where she doesn't feel like there's any risk of her getting her heart broken. Instead, it seems like she'll be able to be with you without having to fall in love with you and risk getting her heart broken, which feels safe for her heart, but it's not what she really wants. What a woman really wants is to feel a bit of danger and uncertainty regarding whether her heart might get broken with you or not. That way, the love feels more real and exciting rather than just safe, boring, and predictable, where she knows that it will be her who feels less in love, if at all. So for most guys, when they're feeling a spark with a woman, they're falling for her and they want to be with her, there is some danger for them in getting their heart broken, but they want to push on. They want to get with her because it feels exciting. It feels a bit risky to put his heart out there and potentially get his heart broken, because he's really feeling a lot for her. He's falling for her and he's willing to risk it because of those feelings. But if he's not offering her the same type of experience, or if he's not able to make her feel like she's the one risking more, then it seems very boring and predictable, because most guys essentially fall for a woman very quickly, very easily. And she essentially has the guy already. It's a done deal. And she knows that if she were to get into a relationship with him, he's going to be in love with her more, and she may not ever truly love him, right? She may actually not fall in love with him for real. Right? She may feel some love for him, but she's not going to be in love with him, and therefore there's no real risk for her to put her heart out there, because her heart's not going to get broken, because she doesn't love him as much as he loves her. And so from his perspective, he may think that he's doing a good thing by just being reassuring and showing her how much he loves her and wants her. But what she wants to experience is that exciting danger and risk of putting her heart out there, of opening up to him, because she's falling in love with him. And she knows that he's the sort of guy who she's going to have to continue to treat well and win over, right, and maintain the interest of, in order to keep, right? So he's not the sort of guy who's just going to put up with her if she's treating him badly. He's not the sort of guy who's just going to keep giving and giving and giving, hoping that he's going to get some love in return. Instead, she's not only feeling a spark with him, but she's feeling like she's falling in love with him for real. So this is it. But if she opens herself up to him, there's a real danger that she's going to get her heart broken if she's not able to maintain the relationship. And that makes it more exciting. It makes it more real. It makes the love feel like it's something worthwhile, rather than a more reluctant type of relationship or a reluctant type of love where she gets with a guy and she's like, well, yeah, he's all right. He's a good guy and, he treats me well, sort of thing. But she's not feeling that draw to him. She's not falling in love with him for real. And she knows that he loves her way more than she loves him. So there's no risk there, and therefore it's not exciting. Another reason why a woman will say she doesn't feel a spark is that you're trying to make her want you for logical reasons. So, for example, a guy thinks, if I treat her well, take her out, show interest, listen to her, and so on, then she will want me, right? Because I'm a good guy. I'm treating her well. He's thinking about attraction in a logical way, but there's a difference between a woman appreciating you and feeling attracted to you. Right? If you're really nice to her and you treat her really well, then she will appreciate you. Right? She'll appreciate your behavior. Right? You're being a good guy to her. You're treating her well. But that is different to her feeling attracted to you. So, for example, imagine that a man is interacting with a woman. Version A of the man is nice, friendly, and he's hoping to get a chance with her. Version B of him is friendly, but he flirts with her and makes her feel like she still needs to do more to win him over. Which guy is going to make her feel that reaction of attraction? It's going to be the guy who is displaying traits that trigger attraction, rather than a guy who's just trying to be nice, be appreciated, be liked as a person, and then hope to get a chance. Right? He's thinking in a logical way of like, all right, women want a guy who treats them well. Women want a good guy, so I'll treat her well. I'll be really good and I'll try to get a chance with her. And it doesn't mean that a guy needs to treat a woman badly. Instead, what it means is that you need to behave in a way that triggers attraction and makes the woman want you, rather than just appreciate you as a person. Another reason why a woman will say that she doesn't feel a spark is that you hesitated for too long to make a move or are still hesitating. The reality is that most women are ready to kiss a guy on the first date or the first time that they meet a guy. The second date is also fine in most cases, but most women are actually ready to kiss a guy on the first date or even the first time that they meet him, depending on the situation, right? Depending on the environment. So if a guy keeps hanging out with a woman or hanging around a woman and talking to her as though they're still just friends, he's in the friend zone, then she starts to think, well, okay, he either lacks the courage to make a move or there's not enough of a spark between him and her for something sexual to happen. So they'd be better off as friends. Now, from his perspective, he's feeling a spark. He's been imagining having sex with her. He's probably already imagined marrying her. And he's really into her. But he's just talking to her, he's hanging around her, and he's hoping that something will happen. When she would have been ready to kiss him on a first date or the first time that they met, depending on the situation, right? What sort of environment they were in. And he didn't know that. He didn't get it. And she has likely kissed a guy before on the first date. It doesn't mean that a woman is a bad woman if she does that. It's just completely normal. And it happens right away. If a guy knows what he's doing, he knows how to trigger sexual attraction inside of women, he knows how to flirt with women and create that private understanding between himself and the woman, that it's not just a friendly conversation, and he doesn't see himself as being in the friend zone. But for many guys who hear a woman say that she doesn't feel a spark, they've been hesitating to make a move because they're thinking, well, maybe she's not ready for it yet, or maybe she doesn't like me enough yet, or maybe we've got to get to know each other some more, right? When another guy who understands how to attract women will come along, talk to her, and be kissing her within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be, or at the end of the first date, or in some cases on a second date, that's fine. But it can happen right away. And it applies to all types of women, women of all races, all backgrounds. It doesn't matter what she does for a living. It doesn't matter if she's a confident, independent woman or something like that. When a woman comes across a guy who's comfortable with his masculinity, and he knows that he's the man, and he looks at women as being women, he doesn't look at them as being the same as him. He's confident and he understands how to flirt with women and create that sexual understanding. That type of guy will kiss a woman right away. And right away may be within the first hour or 3 hours, or it may be within the first 20 seconds in some cases. I've certainly experienced that. But it can also be on the second date, as I was saying. But what will be happening in the case where it's on the second date, for example, is that there'll be a lot of flirting going on and there'll be a sexual understanding between him and the woman that it's on, and she will want it. And sometimes the kiss won't happen because of the environment or because they're around certain people and so on, but it will be on. Right? It won't be a case where she's feeling like, well, yeah, I don't really feel a spark for this guy. Instead, she'll be feeling like, oh my God, I want to kiss him. I want him. And she'll be fantasizing about the first kiss and she'll want it to happen because she's feeling a spark because he knows how to create the spark. Right, so I'll put a video up on the screen in a minute with more examples of how to spark attraction inside of a woman. And before that, I'll mention that at Master Attraction, I teach more than 100 different ways to trigger sexual attraction inside of women, not just flirting. 100 different ways to trigger it. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description. Otherwise, watch the video on the screen now for more examples of how to trigger attraction inside of women, so you never have to hear a woman say, I don't feel a spark ever again.